Yo, 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 it's your boy GDQ. You already know with the Boop Troop Activated Podcast Season 4, Episode 2.
I ain't got no rhymes and none of that boopity boopity shit, but I'll say boop, and it's your boy Mac 2301 Activated
Busy Balboa, what it do?
Podcast.
What it do?
Yeah. So really quick, off the top, as y'all can see, we are missing somebody, but it's all good because the show must go on. So that's all we're gonna say about that.
So, yeah, we got one focus today, and that's Wednesday,
And
January
y'all
6th.
already know. Y'all already know what it was.
So, yeah, let's start from the beginning. Let's start
Man,
from the very beginning. Like, when did you know they were storming the Capitol or realize it? Once they got past the barricades, you seen a tweet like, oh, on the news, like they're at the steps.
No, you told it was really you, like, because I forgot what I was doing, but I was doing something about the podcast, and you were like, "Bro, it's a lot of them, bro. This could get bad," and I was like, "Bro, nothing's gonna happen. Like, nothing's gonna happen." You was like, "Bro, they 20 minutes later, it was like, bro, they took down the barricades," and I'm like, "Oh, okay, they trying to get shot." All right, cool. Let them keep going. Bro, they're literally breaking into the Capitol building. Hey man, hold on, man. What you talking about? Let me go to the CNN really quick. What you talking about? Busting windows, and I'm like, oh, y'all for real? Y'all really trying to get shot? Why haven't y'all gotten shot yet? Why is nobody like? I ain't the one to like condone that or anything like that, but like, my guy, this is a federal building. This is a U.S. Capitol building. Like, this is like the second most important building in the United States of America next to the White House, maybe even first, depending on who you're talking to, because they the ones who really make the laws. But beside the point, that's a federal building. I'd have got shot for walking past the jail with a gun. So, but that was my initial reaction with it. It just kept escalating, and I'm just like, okay. So y'all not gonna bring out the National Guard, or y'all not gonna tear gas nobody?
Oh, they gassed them at first. They took it. They they broke in that BZ for real. What about you, Busy?
well, at first I just so happened to be on Twitter and I saw the trend going on. So I went on the news and I watched it live. And at first, when they were down by the barricades, it kind of looked like it was easy to get past like the guards whenever it initially started. I didn't really feel like it was enough of them either. I was like, that's not enough, police for this big crowd. It was a huge crowd. So once they started making their way up the steps, I never thought that they would actually get in. I thought maybe they would allow them to just stay there because they were overwhelmed, but the doors would remain closed because they were on the news describing like the make of the doors and how they were these steel doors and all this stuff. So once I started to see them bashing the windows, I was like, oh, this is getting real. And honestly, I don't know. I was like, it was crazy. It was like watching a movie, honestly. I didn't know what to feel. I didn't know how to react. I just know that it was like uncommon, unheard of. It was like crazy. Like, damn, this is a terrorist attack. I didn't know I would live through like another one.
Facts.
I,
Facts.
I remember being in seventh grade when 9/11 happened, and damn, this was like another 9/11, but with our own people. But I mean, honestly, you can kind of say the first one was with our own people too. But let's
It's
not go
like
too far.
legitimately like our own people.
Depending on who you're talking to.
Like these people were literally from Buttfuckville, Kansas, and Texas, and San Diego, of course. Like a lot of people was saying like they weren't surprised, and neither were we that a lot of people from San Diego was there. Obviously, the terrorists who got killed, because that's what we're gonna address her as, a terrorist. Was like from San Diego, and you look on all San Diego media pages, and it was like, man, we ain't claiming her. Don't claim that terror. We don't claim that terrorist. So.
I just want to say that it's, with me being a black woman, it is a huge disrespect with people associating that with the say her name, being that, Breonna Taylor was just simply sleeping in her house. She wasn't, antagonizing the situation. She wasn't trying to break into a Capitol building. She was just asleep. A Tatiana Jefferson in the living room with her nephew shot through a window. Sandra Bland mysteriously being killed in police custody, but y'all want us to say her name. I thought that they stood for the troops. I thought I thought that mattered. I thought that was something that was very important to them, being that they blackballed Kaepernick. Wasn't that a disrespect to the flag, a disrespect to the troops? She's supposed to be a veteran. I feel like that is the most disrespect she could ever do to troops, because veterans already have a hard time getting respect and getting help and things like that they need. That's a huge disrespect. She knows the law of anybody. She's been on tours. Like, it's a huge disrespect to associate that with say her name whenever this lady went there with intentions, malice intentions of getting justice for something she believed in, whenever that's not how the law works. Remember? Ain't that what y'all been telling us?
Yeah. And
follow the law.
Yeah, follow the law. Hey, they tell you all the time, you should have complied. Okay. My man's literally said, stop, get down, back up, all that kind of stuff. And you know what? It's an old saying that my family used to say, used to tell me, it's like, all right, they thought fat meat ain't greasy. Like, you thought you was gonna be able to come in here, do what you want. All right, pow. One shot, one kill, what's the deal? So it's like it sucks, and I completely agree that it's just the utmost form of disrespect to, the say her name movement, and is utmost disrespect to, Breonna Taylor and Sandra Bland and all the other females, that died or killed, or however you want to, chop it up. So yeah,
and even the males, like,
yeah,
even a lot of the males too, like all of them, all of the unarmed.
Well, they were getting tear gassed and saying, "I can't breathe."
Like, yeah, and then
come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
So there was so wait. They had to say her name to disrespect, the black women and women of color. Then to turn around and use the "I can't breathe" for being tear gas, and it's just like.
Not only that, but you killed an officer who was also a veteran, and I thought you backed the blue.
Well, they were hitting the
hitting the head with
their Blue Lives Matter flags. Come on.
This man was hit in the head with a fire extinguisher.
And you saw the video of that one riot cop getting just absolutely crushed. Was
it
screaming?
Was it the video we posted? Was it the video of of a cop getting just crushed up against the door?
Well, it's that same video. So there's that one video, long video, and I took a portion of it. But yeah, he was getting stuck there for a while, and so that's why it's just, and you can actually see them trying to take his gas mask off and stuff. They were fucking with his face and stuff, and so. I mean, it's all hypocritical to me, but what worries me is that they really believe it, and they really truly thought that they were revolting and it was a rebellion. And what also pisses me off is a lot of the news places all across America, they gave these people fucking airtime. They just come back from the Capitol. Oh, how's your visit? How was it inside the Capitol? Legitimizing it. You know what I mean? And then I just seen a news article about Ashley Babbitt or whatever saying, oh, she was the grandfather. The news published this headline saying, oh, the grandfather said she was a great patriot. It's like
The mother-in-law said, "I don't know why the hell she went there."
if it was a Muslim or a black person, it would be completely different. They're terrorists. They're the worst.
Mhm.
They
guarantee,
should no name publishing. This is
yo, I
they
guarantee
were radicalized.
They'd
had
have
that
brought up
opinion,
everything.
they wouldn't have. I guarantee you, they wouldn't have used. They wouldn't have mentioned my 9 years in the army. I guarantee you. I
It,
guarantee you.
it would have been, well, where's her, you know what I mean? How did she grow up? Why was she radicalized like this? And they dug a little bit into her life, you know. They got her screaming on there on that stupid video, and but I mean, they legitimize her even after, so it gets seemed like a martyr. And so for us, it's hilarious, not hilarious, but it's stupid of her. And to them, it's like she was dying for freedom, and they truly believe it. They truly believe it.
But my question to
We
you is
on
like,
there's
what freedom? What do you? What free? Like, not to say what freedom as in as if the freedom doesn't exist, but like, what freedom were you fighting for? Like, you're not
your
oppressed.
best friend
You're,
didn't get
you're
picked to be on your team, and that's
like, like
you know what I mean? Like,
you're you lost an election. The same, like, and this is the part that doesn't I don't get. Like they're talking about the election, cheated the election. No, y'all lost flat out.
I mean,
You
it's
lost.
obvious. It's obvious.
But but again, we remember I posted this video a while ago when it was during the primaries or the midterms, and the Democrats had originally lost, and it was like the Republican side, Fox News, and all it was like the Democrats are just mad because they lost. They need to accept the results and move on. Blah blah blah. There was no cheating. There was none of that, and just like so now you expect everybody to just be like, oh yeah, they did cheat, but it's like what evidence? And then you don't come with the evidence. You don't come with the evidence. Oh, they cheated. They cheated. They cheated. Okay, we'll entertain the cheating allegations, but show us the proof. That's why you didn't make it to any court.
They were so mad after having a black president that they put a racist one in there, and they want this
Oh yeah,
to continue.
I said, you know what? And it's so crazy you bring that up because it's like I knew, like I was like, man, once Obama gets done, they're gonna try to do everything that they can to prevent like something of that nature. And when I say something of that, not so much as another black president, but just something different out of the ordinary, like
I think we all kind of felt that too.
like they
I was
will.
like, y'all don't put a black man in there. Y'all wait until he get out. I always felt
For example, and I'll go in order. Like, you know, Obama got out and then it became I knew I was like, bro, they just had 8 years with a black man as a president. They are not finna let a woman get in there. They are not finna let a woman get in there. You know, and whether it been Hillary or anybody else, you know, outside of Michelle Obama, I think she could have landslide anybody who stepped to her, but I'm glad she didn't run because y'all not finna stress my first lady out like the way y'all did her husband.
She was done.
Y'all not finna do that. She seen how they did Barack and was like, man, fuck y'all niggas, man. But yeah, I just don't get it, man. People talking about they're fighting for their freedom. I'm like, what are you fighting? Like,
But that's the thing is it bloomed during Obama. Like all those birthers, all those people crying about Obama's birth certificate were the ones storming the Capitol. It all started. I mean, it's been like this, but especially now, recently, I don't know. This shit is frozen. I'm gonna give it a second.
Those are the same ones that were saying that everything that we were doing to protest.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it's the same people. It ain't shit changed. Same people, slightly different issue, same underlining, you know, motivation or whatever.
But yeah, the same people that everything we were doing to protest, the same people that, you know, they put it down. Oh, they're disrespecting the country, they're disrespecting the flag, they're disrespecting the troops. But that was the ultimate disrespect.
Disrespecting the flag.
That was the ultimate
Disrespecting a flag, but you see the American flag now and put up a Trump flag and you waved a Confederate flag in the Capitol building. Like, bro, right
Death
there,
cult.
right there is grounds for slapping anybody who feels like they want to say something about disrespecting the flag. Like,
Death cult.
yeah,
They
Cole,
are
a Cole.
death cult. That is not. Mm-mm.
Well, and that's
They glorify him because he's a celebrity that turned into the president, and he talking all this weird ass shit that they probably always wanted to say. He's
Oh
saying
yeah,
it on a national level
he
and hyping
enabled.
him up. And I don't understand how they can stand behind him after it's really like he turned his back on them and got them looking stupid as hell because he never went down there with y'all. He's sitting there chilling at the White
In
House while
his
y'all
bunker,
down there looking like damn
bunker.
fools. And then he go on TV or on Twitter and say, "Oh, those people do not represent America," and da 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 da. So now y'all look even dumber. And then he say, "Oh, y'all gonna be prosecuted," and now y'all getting arrested and looking even stupider. Like, how can you still stick by this and be like, "Yeah, I love this guy,"
Because he loves them
like,
too.
bitch, you have a felony.
Like,
I don't understand.
can you imagine what's gonna happen when they try to apply for jobs and that background check come up? It's like it says you got a felony for trespassing and vandalism of
Oh, so you was one of them.
the position has been filled. Sorry.
And aren't their voting rights supposed to be stripped? Like, I read something where their voting rights are supposed to be stripped and they're not supposed to be able to ever run for office and things like that for, this treason.
I need all of that. I need
I
all of
need all of that.
that. I need all
I
of that.
need all of that.
Whatever you think they should be charged, let me just go ahead and get that too.
Biggie sized.
Facts. But
yeah.
what do you think? Okay, now with that being said, what do you think is going to happen with all Congress and Senate? Like, how does this affect one how they go about things? Like, how do they approach this from now on? And then, do you think any repercussions is going to happen to those like Ted Cruz who just like Trump, enabled them?
For me, I don't see repercussions for congressmen at all. At all. No one in Congress is going to get in. I mean, as much as we want them to, I just like it's the same thing with Trump. I mean, if you were going to do something about it, you should have already done something about it on Thursday or maybe even Wednesday. So I don't want to hear like you can't tell me you're going to come for Trump in a week and like you can impeach him again and they should, and like you can impeach him and then he could like remove not get his pensions and things like that. Even when Biden's the president and everything switches, they could still have him like impeached. But I mean, I'm very like not optimistic about him facing very much stuff from at least this. Maybe he gets in trouble for his state charges, but I just don't have much faith. Like they got let in there in my mind, or not completely let in there, but they
I
really
think
did. There was something.
certain areas they got let in.
Yeah, I certainly agree with a lot of people. I feel like in certain areas they got let in. I also feel like they were completely not enough of them.
On purpose.
Like,
They
especially outside on purpose.
like
And yeah, I felt like a lot of it was staged. And as like I felt like they already knew that they was gonna be able to get in there.
well, and I know that they like totally. They knew they were going to storm the Capitol. There was weeks of social media posts about it. They knew they were going to, and they still didn't prepare properly. So that's
because the commander in chief didn't call for it. He even was the reason why there was hesitation to get the National Guard out there.
but then he goes out and says that I've given
I
orders.
immediately.
He was like, I've given orders to deploy the National Guard, and it's like, no, you didn't. Stop lying. Actually, that's
When
nothing.
I heard of it, I immediately deployed the National Guard. Shut up, please.
Why it take you so long to make a statement then?
Well, and the statement said when they're storming the Capitol, they had bombs, okay? Bombs were found, all right? IEDs, they found IEDs. This man said, and I'm pretty sure Ashley Babbitt had already gotten shot, and they probably knew she already died because on the video, you could tell she was not good because when they were rolling her out, that's how we knew something had happened because she was rolling out and the camera caught her. And he said they were good people. Like, oh, I know you're good people. You guys are great. But it's time to go home now. And so, it may not.
Has he even said, he never said anything about rest in peace to anybody?
No, he hasn't said anything about the people that died. We're like, hey,
It's sad.
and we're like, hey, your president ain't said 2 words about the people that have died at the Capitol.
How can he? They took away his Twitter.
I forgot. They took away.
Like he can't make a video and send it to a million.
They took a lot more than just his Twitter.
Right.
They banned him on.
He can make a video.
They banned him on things. I was like, how you get banned on Pinterest? Like,
he can go on the news. You don't need to.
I know that. I'm just saying. It's just like.
I'm saying like he ain't never said RIP to nobody. He don't give a fuck. He ain't even attempted. So if that's anything that somebody try to throw out, like, oh, they took away his social media, well, he got other ways that he could get the message out, and he still refused to make that move because he don't give a fuck.
And that's why, like, I know it's not legitimately like organized and set up, and they did all that stuff, like, but
right.
it happens like it happened.
A part of it.
It feels like a movie, you know what I mean? And it feels wild, like, and it feels like a comedy movie because that shit's happening.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's just like a satire movie is what it is. Like,
and honestly, I feel like most of it was taking the attention off what was most important, and that was Azov, and you know what I mean? Like, that was them winning.
And
we can even focus on that.
Like, I don't think people really need to focus on is like their whole march was like stop the steal. And it's just like, you didn't stop it, you just delayed it. Like, guess what? They still certified that your homie lost.
Yeah. They stayed in there till what, 3 a.m.?
Yeah, they stayed, it was like 3, it was closer to 4 by the time they finally finished. So
they said they were determined to get it done. They weren't gonna let them stop.
If there was any credit, I will give them that because I'm not gonna lie, based off of that, early on in the day, I was like, oh yeah, they about to push this shit off for like another week at least or something. How.
Yeah, because on the news they was talking like, oh well, there's no way they're gonna go back in there immediately with all those people that just went in there unscreened, and they was like making it seem like it was impossible.
Really quick, a funny moment was just like Mike Pence literally had to sit there and like just watch him lose. You literally watched him like call it state and like he gotta hear California 35 years. Like, just since election, like,
right.
That sucks, but it's Mike Pence.
President Trump, I do report that you lost it. Next state, President Trump, I do report that
I did like how he was throwing out the cases though. He was like, all right, they was like, does anybody object? And he was like, we object. He was like, all right, by the law says you need to have this, and this. It needs to be in writing. Is it and signed by a senator? Do you have that? Yes, we have it in writing. Is it?
But it's not signed by a senator.
The funniest part is that they'll pause. He'll be like, do you have it in writing? Yes, we do. Do you have it signed by a senator?
Unfortunately,
Mr. Vice President, we do not have it as a senator. Can't entertain it. Throw it out. Next.
I mean, that's what they do every time, though.
Yeah.
It's formal every time. But
Every time.
you know
Every time.
what's wild about that is 5 hours before that, there was thousands of people yelling, "Hang Mike Pence." Trump is so petty. His own vice president he threw under the bus. They hate Mike Pence. Hang Mike Pence. Hang Mike Pence. That's what they
That
were chanting
man,
when they were
that
coming
man
in.
he fucked up.
Hey, low key, bro, he could probably get them to hate Jesus.
If he says it, and that's the problem.
That's scary.
Yeah.
He can get them to drink that Kool-Aid.
He did get him to drink the Kool-Aid. They already it's
They already on it.
slow acting Kool-Aid, okay? And for Ashley Babbitt, it was fast.
Hell,
Damn.
And for the people who tasered themselves and fell and got trampled, fuck around and find out. You know what I mean? Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. I mean, it's unfortunate. Death is always unfortunate. Violence is always unfortunate. But
hey,
what do they say? Oh, you were in the wrong place at the wrong time, right?
I ain't even gonna say all that. I'm gonna just say the same shit they were saying to us. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes, fuck around, find out, and what my personal favorite, that's what your dumb ass get. That's what your dumb ass get. No. Ashley Babbitt is was a domestic terrorist, and when you work for the federal government as a security detail, or even in the military, you are sworn to protect this country against all foreign and domestic terrorists. So therefore, got your ass. It is what it is.
Well, I mean, and where they were entering, there was Congress people right there. That's what I mean. There was a Congress person. You don't think you're
You don't
gonna?
think they gonna put you do not think you think they was not gonna put the congressmen's lives over yours like
They,
that's
they did. They did. That's white privilege at its finest. They really thought they were going to be able to do whatever, break the doors down, do whatever. They were in a tactical position. She got her ass. I'm sorry.
one shot, one kill. Hey,
Privilege. It must, man, that shit must taste so good because, man, they motherfucking knew they was going to be able to go in there and do what they wanted to do. They just walked up in that bitch, storming, smearing doo-doo on the wall. What the fuck?
not wiping their ass, probably.
Are we proving? What did we come here
They
for?
probably didn't wipe their ass.
Why did we come here today? Like, the fuck?
To delay the election, to delay the inevitable L that they were
We
going
got shit on the walls. We got dead police officers, people dying. We still in envelopes and shit. Like, what did we really come to do?
Nobody knows.
Man, I'm telling you though, the videos when they were doing it, they were really like freedom. How do you storm the Capitol like that? USA, USA.
But that was a big day. Like this shit was going down. This was our time. It's a revolution.
It's a revolution.
All black people ever did was say, damn, why you had to shoot him like that? Why you had to kill him like that? Why you had to shoot her? Why you had to kill her? Why you had to storm in there? Why you had to do that?
Yeah, I have honestly, yeah, this is not the last we're going to end up talking of this because it's going to keep coming up, but I have nothing left to say right now.
Yeah, about the Capitol.
Yeah.
Shout out to Stacey
Everything.
Abrams.
Yeah, shout out to Stacey Abrams. Shout out to Georgia.
Yeah, I was gonna say shout out to Georgia, man, because that was originally supposed to be the big news. You know,
my home state.
you know, shout out. I really hope I don't mispronounce. Is it Ossoff? Is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah, and make sure you do your job, Democrats.
They say Ossoff. And Warnock, shout out to them.
Shout out to the Reverend. You know,
do your job, Democrats, and yeah, y'all got the Senate and the House, so I don't want to hear nothing.
I
don't want to hear a single thing, not a single
So
thing.
you better get to work, like, you feel me?
Really quick before we get off there, so what do y'all want to see out of this now? Like, what are some laws or whatever the case may be? Because I just seen last night that apparently Biden is calling for cancellation of up to $10,000 in student loans.
I'm gonna need that ASAP. I'm gonna need that.
That's
I
I
mean, but
I
I'm,
need a
I'm
little
just
bit
asking,
more,
like, what
but
do you think?
yeah. Okay, we'll see. We'll see. I
that's what I
don't
heard.
believe.
That
Don't
he said,
they love to say stuff like that? They love to
Oh,
say
yeah,
just like they were gonna do Medicare for all in 2012. I don't want to hear nothing about it. I don't want to hear
right.
nothing about it.
What do you
Tell
just,
me,
what do you
tell
want to
me.
see then? What kind of
I
changes?
want them to actually do stuff and actually change stuff that'll help people and not rich people, and stop playing the political game of trying to appeal to Republicans, and because they're gonna say whatever they want anyway. They're gonna call you a socialist no matter what. So I don't. They're gonna
You
call
gotta
you a
know,
communist. Go do something. Like go actually do
right,
something when we're in a crisis. Um,
right.
Instead of just playing these games. Oh, I'm gonna cancel $10,000 in student debt. Yeah, okay.
Pander. Yeah.
It's so much stuff that I want to see, especially when it comes to just like police and prison reform, and I mean homelessness and so much stuff, especially in communities that I feel like people like me live in. Like there needs to be more resources, and we already creating opportunities, so we don't need that because we're creating it ourselves. A lot of black businesses been booming. A lot of them branched, especially in the pandemic. But it just needs to be a lot more focus on that because it don't make no sense how they can do that. And then you got all these people in prison and stuff, or I mean, non-violent crimes for 30, 40 years. Like Plies, the rapper said, he said when dudes in the hood, whenever they do breaking and entering and vandalism and stuff like that, they get 30, 40 years. So we want to see what these people that broke into the Capitol gonna get. Probably probation, probably nothing. I doubt that they're gonna get anything. I don't
I
even
think I think I read the guy with his feet on the table and Nancy Pelosi stuff could only get 1 year or something like that, possibly. That's ridiculous.
they ain't gonna punish them people, but they got people like people like me who our family members in there serving long ass years for bullshit, for little marijuana charges and little aggravated assault, little petty shit, petty theft. Like nah, it need to be a lot of reform in this damn country world. But
I
yeah, it's a
agree.
lot of
But that is the USA.
it's gonna take more than just these this right now. It's gonna take a lot of work.
Yeah.
But they need to, take action.
Yep. I want to see repercussions. I want Trump in jail.
Show.
If Trump doesn't go to jail, bro, we are gonna have someone just as bad, if not worse. You have
He
someone
got
that's
to go to jail. Iraq got a warrant out for him. Like, them motherfuckers, I'm not gonna fight for him if they come over here. The fuck? Mm-mm. If they
I feel like Iraq
over
or
there,
or Iran. My bad. I didn't mean to say Iraq. Iran. It,
Iran.
I feel like they just gonna have a personal visit. Like, hey, look, United States. Y'all know how we feel about y'all, but this ain't got nothing to do with y'all right now.
Long ago, they already made a statement saying that they had nothing to do with us. They just wanted him. Whenever
Yeah.
he first initially killed that guy.
Shit. Hey,
The whole
give
drone
me
shit.
give me 100 bands and some diplomatic immunity, and I'll bring his ass myself.
so
All I
yeah.
gotta do is I'm gonna just bait him with a burner Twitter account. Be like, hey, bro, I got this burner account for you.
Follow the sweet potato. You'll find him.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, y'all got any last words? Because
Fuck Donald Trump.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Fuck Donald Trump. Mm-hmm. Fuck Donald Trump. That's my last word.
Yeah.
And
I agree. I'm gonna echo that.
yeah,
Yeah. I'm gonna say it one more time for the one time. Fuck Donald Trump. Um. Fuck these domestic terrorists.
stop comparing us Black Lives Matter movement to
Don't
whatever the fuck that was.
don't compare Black Lives Matter to nothing. We're not the same. We're not the same. And fuck these people who trying to be oppressed, who trying to act like they're oppressed about something, man. Shut your goofy ass up. Like, fuck out of here with that shit. Ain't fucking we're being oppressed. Shut
No oppression.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck your fake oppression and fuck your president that just lost. So
Go home, Nate.
other than that, yeah, go home. Buy a shirt with your ass. Buy a shirt, buy a hoodie or something, man. You know, but y'all already know who it is. It's your boy Mac 2301.
It's your boy GDQ.
Yeah, boy.
And we gone.
Yeah.
It's the Activated Podcast.
The A's for activated, your bitch.